How we doing on Monday afternoon? I'm on the front porch. I got my eye patch, my pirate look going on because I'm out here in the bright sun, and even with sunglasses it still hurts. So to keep me from having more of a migraine, this is when I wear my eye patch. Comically, we was in Sam's Club the other day, and this little kid, I don't know, he's probably somewhere between 5 and 8, around there, sitting there saying, "Mama, look, it's a pirate, it's a pirate." She's trying to get him to hush up and stuff because I guess she figured I was gonna get upset over it, which I thought was kind of comical. But nonetheless and nevertheless, he kept talking about, "Look, there's a pirate over there, there's a pirate over there," and you could hear her saying shh like that. And I just kind of giggled, and I started to say something, "Don't worry about it," but I figured to let him have his fun and everything else. But every time we saw him through the store, he'd be like, "Oh, look, it's a pirate, it's a pirate." I'm sitting here cutting one of my boxes open. I got this afternoon. I ordered it sometime last week, and I figured I'd share what fun things that I do when there's nothing else better to do. And now this is one of two things that I do. Some of these are going to be loaded for my 37 millimeter, and the other one's going to be used for, like, as I call, redneck firecrackers. But I got one bag that has like 10 tubes in it, so you can see they're nice and yellow. They're like 1.25 inches in diameter, maybe somewhere in that ballpark. I know they're about an inch, 1.5 inches. So there's one box, that one bag, there's two bags, and then there's 3 bags. And then I got these caps that basically they're cardboard caps, and they're cup size. You take one of these and you could either turn it upright to where, I don't really want to open right now because it'd make a mess, but I guess I'm gonna have to. That way you can get a visualization of what I'm talking about versus just kind of like, my 55-year-old Sears and Roebuck Craftsman pocket knife that belonged to my grandparents' next door neighbor that's been dead and gone for more than 20 something, well actually more than 20, about 35 years. But I got one of these plugs out. As you see, it's hollowed right there, and it's kind of like, it looks kind of like a miniature dog dish. And what you do is take, well actually I'm not going to take the plug out, but this is the cylinder. You stick it this way, or you can turn it this way when you stick it down, and then you fill it with hot glue to make your compression point and put your powder inside there. And you can either turn it this way or this way, but usually if I turn the one upside down, the other one goes upside down as well. And yeah, then I can load it, and there she be. Now some of y'all are probably thinking, well, once you put that together, how you gonna use it to detonate? Well, I got cannon fuse, and this burns, I think it's 40 seconds a foot. So it's a slow burning fuse, which I could have got just the regular green fuse, but I got the red, white, and blue because some of these are going to be loaded for the 4th of July, and why not? Let's just have fun doing what we're doing. Now, some of these are going to be bird bang rounds. Some of them I'm going to have made in, well, these won't be my OCS rounds because I have MOBs in the house. They look like a miniature mortar, and those will be my personal CS rounds. But these will be like bird bangers and redneck firecrackers, as I call them. But yeah, this is what I got in the mail. This here cost me, I think it was it's like 60, well, it's like 62 and change before shipping, and I think shipping was 12 bucks. And if memory serves me correct, let me see where it came from. I don't think it's on this side, I think it's on the other. Oh, it doesn't say. It says UPS ground. I know the packing's on there somewhere. Let's see, where's it on this side? Nope. There it is. Yep, there it is. It came from Frenchtown, Montana. And so I ordered, I think it was on Thursday or Friday, and I got it today. But the people I get it from is called cf.com, which is canonfuse.com. And they got all kinds of great things, make your own fireworks and stuff like that. But there is a section on there for people like me that have a 37mm, and this, you can get the attachment pieces for, you know, not an attachment, you can get the pieces to make your personal rounds for your 37 and, you know, have all kinds of fun. Me and Junior, we just got done. I planted 2 columns of potatoes. I still got some more to plant, but this week the lows at night are going to be in the 40-ish range. The highs during the day, the highest day this week's going to be like 71. So at least with those temperatures there, I'm not in any danger for planting any more potatoes or onions or anything like that. So, but I did move a couple things around in my garden area, and once I get everything done, filled, set, and ready to go, I will show you my exact layout, because my layout that I have over here in the front has already changed because of this afternoon. Due to, with me, it's like, well, you know, I need walkway room. I got some stuff kind of jumbled together, so we moved some stuff around, kind of rigmarored this and that, and, you know, hold on a second. And the long box that I had back here, I actually moved back over here, and I had some old tires, 17-inch tires off the Blazer, and I had put them over here where I had originally had the long box over there. And I'm gonna take some of the excess dirt that's around that's kind of loose enough to shovel to stick inside the tires, and I'm gonna put potatoes over there as well, and just kind of have potatoes all around my yard, more or less. I gotta go inside here in a little bit, and I gotta finish working on a project of mine. I'm making cucumber chow chow. Think of like think of your regular chow chow, but instead of using cabbage, I use cucumber, and a lot of people love it. I mean, they just rant and rave how great it is. And so I'm probably gonna make about a half a case of pint jars of chow chow this here in a little bit. Unfortunately, this video will not be downloaded anytime soon because I kept having a Windows error kick up on my computer, and it would shut my computer down. And I could be on there 15, 20, 30 minutes, and the computer just shuts itself down, reboots, type in your passcode, back to type in my passcode, everything logs back up, and this little box pops up about a ½ inch by a 2-inch square. It says your computer malfunctioned because there is a Windows error. So unplugged the computer, I think it was Saturday, and came in this morning, took it to my computer guy, and I dropped it off. And he told me, he goes, I'm gonna tell you up front. He said, man, it goes, we're slammed. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff going wrong. And I said, that's fine. You know, whenever you get to it, you know, I understand. I got people in front of me. I'm not gonna, you know, pull the the card of like, well, I've known you for so long, you know, put me in front of everybody else. No, there's people ahead of me, so whenever they get to it, they get to it, you know. You know, it's gonna suck. I can make this great video, and it might be a week or a week and a half before I get to post it. But, you know, it is what it is, you know, nothing I can do about it. And yes, I'm drinking water. Water, water, water. A lot better for me than a Pepsi. You know, because it doesn't have that nice Pepsi flavor, and it doesn't have all that nice good old fizz. But, you know, I do drink water. I don't drink soft drinks all the time. I drink more water than I do anything. And, but unfortunately, a lot of y'all get to see me drinking a Pepsi or drinking a soft drink of some kind on video. But, in actuality, I drank a lot more water. Truthfully and honestly, I just grabbed this because it was quick and easy. Usually I get me a big old thing of ice cubes, stick it in a glass, and go to the sink and pour me a thing of tap water. But I wanted to make this video. I mean, I don't know why I'm making even a video for it, because you really can't, I can't post it for, you know, until I get my system back. But at least this way, even though it's going to be super late and timeline wise, you know, it's the 20th of March, and here it's a Monday, and here I sit on my front porch. It's 60-something degrees outside. The birds are chirping. All kinds of dump trucks are going by. They're putting a road in somewhere. I'm draining my pool for the 3rd time this year. We got a ton of water. It's supposed to get more rain this coming weekend, so that's why I got my plug piece in there to drain the water out as much as possible. So that way, even though we get more rain, hopefully it drains it out. Because sometime in April, I'm gonna try to get Adam over here with his tiller to till out my little piece over here. I asked a buddy of mine named Corey if he'd do it. He didn't want to mess with it, so that's fine. No big deal, no harm, no foul. But you know, I gotta get this piece here smoothed out enough to where I can get the pool brought more up against the shed, so to say. Up against the porch, so to say. I don't know why I said shed for. Man, I'm thirsty. I could drink a gallon of water right now, I guarantee it. And it wouldn't faze me a bit. Now, 45 minutes later, I'd be pissing like a rush horse in a flat rock. But it is what it is. It's a beautiful day, it really is. I wish I could try to get some more stuff done, but honestly and truthfully, you know, we moved what? 2, 4, 6, 8. We moved 10 bags of 1 cubic foot of dirt into my containers, where we set some more potatoes out here in the front. We partially filled up the long bed. We layered some more black mat across the ground. Set up another section for containers to go onto. Probably sometime tomorrow, if it's still decent and not overcasty or rainy like they're kind of calling for a little bit, we're going to focus on the side piece over there. We're going to lay some black mat across there, stake it down, set up another container over there, a big one, and I'm not for sure how I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to set up a big container and just kind of have multiple kind of things in it, like in section form. I do know I got some beets that I need to sow sometime probably with the next couple of weeks to like the first part of April, somewhere in that time frame. Get those put in, and then I got like a container sitting right here that had old tomatoes in it last year. I'll just break off the main pieces, of course toss it out in the yard, and just let all the roots stay inside there, because truthfully and honestly, even though there's dead tomato roots in there, once it breaks down, it releases some of the nutrient back into the soil. So, you know, I don't have to add a whole bunch of nothing in there. And I'm gonna sprinkle some. I got some pepper seeds. I'm gonna sprinkle those in there sometime around, I don't know, probably about mid to late April. I'm gonna put some pepper seeds in there so I can grow my pepper plants up here. Have a little bush. I know that I got tons of seeds I gotta go through to figure out which ones I'm gonna plant, which ones I gotta find places to plant. I got 3 kinds of green beans. I got Kentucky Blue Wonders, I got some pole beans, and I got some snap beans. I gotta get them probably sometime between April and May put in the ground. Maybe somewhere between, yeah, about April and May, sometime around there. I got some squash seeds. Well, not really squash, it's butternut squash. I got some little seeds there. Now, kind of comical, not sure how it's gonna work. I got a pumpkin in the house still that I got back in early October. Has not gone to rot. It's nice and firm, it's not leaking. So what I'm gonna do with that is I'm just gonna cut it in half. Well, first I'm going to remove the stem, then cut it in half, and lay down one side of the pumpkin and lay down the other side of the pumpkin, cover everything up, and just let it grow from that. Use the actual pumpkin itself as like I guess like a base, so to say, for like nutrient form. And if it rots, you know, then so be it. I don't care. It just means some more bugs will come in and break it down and give my seeds some more stuff to grow with, I guess, fertilizer, I guess you'd call it. I do know that in May, it won't be in April, it'll be in May, probably the first or second week of May, I'm gonna go to Walmart. I'm gonna call the Walmart E-Town and the Walmart Radcliffe, and I'm gonna find out who has the night crawlers in the coolers for sale. And I'm going to go up there and buy a few boxes of them, so that way I can come home and dig open a part of my raised bed and dump night crawlers inside of it, fill it back up, and let them work their magic in the dirt and manure and everything else I have, and give my plants even more of a rush, I guess you would call it, to grow. I had one of my other kids stack the burn barrel really good, so that way I would burn it today, but there's a slight breeze and I don't want any particles coming out, even with a slight breeze, but I don't want to catch nothing on fire. And I told them don't have anything sticking out of the top of it. I want everything deep down inside, so that way, you know, when it does burn, you know, I'm not having high flames come up and throwing embers and everything else. Oh, let's see, what else do I got to do? I think it's this week, sometime I got to renew my fishing license, because I think it's March 24th is when the Kentucky State fishing license expires for the year. And then you got to renew it. I think it's that time, but I could be wrong. But I know it's in March sometime, like mid-March. I do know that. So I have to go get me a fishing license. So that way, you know, whether it be between now and the beginning of market, or it's now and June, whatever, we can go out and do some fishing. I've been dying to do some fishing. I got 25 fishing poles in my shed, and in the past 8 years I've used one of those poles maybe 2 times. And I know friends of mine, they're like, I need to go buy me a new fishing pole. I'm like, no, you don't need to bring your ass over here, just come pick you one out and you can have the damn thing. Well, no, I gotta buy me a new one. Why? If this one here works just as good, use the damn thing. You might have to change the line on it or change the reel on it, but you know, I got you a pole, it's free, just come get the damn thing. And nobody wants to come and get a free pole. Now, some years ago, when me and Richard, one of my sidekicks, that we called it junkin'. In April they'd have called spring cleanup, and everybody in the county and the city mainly throws out all their shit they've had all year long sitting there, and the county will come by and they pick it up for free and they haul it off to do whatever with it. Well, we get in his pickup truck and a small trailer and we drive around the city limits first and some of the suburb areas of the city limits, and man, we'd pick up all kinds of crazy shit. I mean, of course we recycled a lot of it, but there's a lot of pieces that we gathered that we just kept for ourselves. You know, we repurposed it, or we used it until we couldn't use it no more, and then we just recycled it. And but yeah, we recycled all kinds of stuff. I mean, crazy amount of stuff. And there was other times we get stuff like that and people will be like, well, does anybody have anything like this? I need something, you know, to fix or replace or to fix up. And I'll be like, hey man, I got exactly what you need. Come by the house and I'll have it waiting on you. And we do stuff like that. But a long time ago, we was back in this one neighborhood back down the road from us. Military guy, he was PCSing, and he took a garbage can and literally his arms wrapped around like this as fishing poles and dumped it inside this trash can and nothing but fishing poles. And me and Richard thought we won the lottery, man. We were like two kids in a candy store. We were digging them out as fast as he was putting them in, and he goes, well, yeah, he goes, if you want all this, I got tackle boxes of stuff and this and that. And he goes, just come on the garage, I'll put everything, to push it towards you or push it to the side, and you can just grab, you know, hell, we got like all together at that time, and this has been some years ago. If you was to actually calculate everything like retail wise, hell, we probably got like $2,000 or $3,000 worth of fishing stuff in a matter of like 10 minutes. And man, we were tickled pink. That's where I got all my reels, rod and reels from. That's that guy PCSing. I got catfish poles, I got bluegill poles, bass poles, crappie poles, minnow poles, you name it, I have it. And tons of them. More than and my purpose is because at that time we knew a bunch of people that fished all the time. Well, and his thought process was, I can get all these poles, I can sell them for about half the price and make a good amount of money off of it. My thought process is I can take all these poles and I can, you know, use certain ones that I enjoy using. And then if somebody needs a pole, so I go out and buying one, hey, here's a pole, free one. Change the reel, change the line, do what you got to do, and boom, there you go. And I still got a ton of them. But it is what it is. Now, I think I'm going to shut my ass up. Ain't no sense in keep on talking and making a super long video because, you know, I won't be able to post it till I get my tower back. And I don't know how long it's going to be. So truthfully and honestly, there will be probably maybe 4 videos of me doing this before I can post them. So even though this won't get posted anytime soon, you know, it is March 20th on a Monday afternoon. I'm on the front porch sitting here talking to you. And when I get done with doing this, I'm going to take my happy ass inside and finish up my cucumber chow and get it all put together and water baths and canned and let it sit for 24 hours before I label it. And it is what it is. Y'all have a great day, and I'm sorry I can't post this video, but you know, things are out of my hands, it's in God's hands, and you know, it is what it is. Until they can get my thing fixed, you know, I can't post. So, but I can make a few videos at least and keep y'all up to date, even though you have no idea what the hell's going on, other than me telling you. And y'all gonna be thinking, man, it's gonna be like a week before I even seen his old ass. So I might find a way to log on YouTube through the tablet and log into my account, and you know, somebody makes a comment and be like, hey, well, the system's down and so on and so on. So I'll see if I can do that this evening. But till then, y'all have a great day. Keep your nose dry and your powder clean, and everything should be okay. Should be. I'll see y'all later.